Hello, my fellow Virgos, and I'm so happy that you're here. We're going to be looking at your energy for the month of April today. And what I would like to do is I would like to look at the main energy for April, then look at what you can be focused on, and look what the guidance for this month is. So my purpose and my goal for these videos is always to give you some clear perspective to move forward. That means they're not going to be super long, but they will apply to a situation that you had in mind when you clicked on the video, a challenging situation or something that you've been dealing with for a while. So let's get into it. The first card that actually showed up here is the Knight of Swords. So that is the first card that we're going to be dealing with, which is the main energy. So I'm just looking at the table here because we also have the Knight of Coins and we have the Eight of Wands. That means we have 2 times a Knight energy, and I think it's very interesting because the Knight of Swords can also bring some sort of impatience for my fellow Virgos. You might feel like things need to happen quicker than they actually are right now or what they're looking like. It could be that you feel like you should already be much further along. So there could be some, like I said, lesson of impatience here, or just the main energy that you feel throughout April is that you feel like I should be way farther along than I am right now. And this can apply to your relationship, to your love life, to your career, finances, to your self-employment, whatever it is that you feel like you're a little bit stuck here, or not necessarily stuck, but like just, oh, I should be farther along. I also feel that why or basically the pressure is something that can make you rush your decisions in April, or overextend yourself because you just want to do more, be more, find other solutions just so you can actually move forward and do the things that you need to do. I feel also that it is interesting that the focus is actually shifting to the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Coins here. That energy is like slowing things down by quite a lot, especially when it comes to the sort of very quick moving energy of the Knight of Swords. So it sort of almost feels like the Knight of Coins is steady, it's consistent. It also is grounded, and instead of rushing things along as much as you want to or could, this card is sort of asking you to take more practical, manageable steps. I feel like always with the Knight of Coins, it's very interesting to see that we're building something from the ground up. He's steadily working on progress here. So not a quick fix. So this is sort of maybe also a message for you if you feel like you need to do more in order to be more, to actually build like action steps, and then from there on out, go and do the things. So instead of like trying to change everything at once, focus on one habit. Like I think the hardest thing for us humans is to change our habits from one to the other. So instead of pushing for the immediate results, so to say, commit to like a steady progress, one thing at a time. Do the one thing right, and then move on to the next. So not all at once, and that would be very helpful for you. Also, when it comes to reacting to people, it might be very beneficial if you react a little bit slower than usual. Give yourself some permission to think and to respond to things in a calm manner. That does not mean we're all going to be asleep in April. It doesn't also mean that we're going to just sit here and wait for things to happen. It just means that when you do respond, take some time, take a deep breath, especially when it's things around those areas in your life where you're trying to move forward, where you're trying to do something different. That is important to just give yourself the permission to wait a little bit. If you're feeling pulled into 2 directions here, you might really feel that you also need that stability. And I feel like wanting the fast movement and wanting it all done all at once is like a very natural feeling, But I also feel like this is something that in April is that you balance those two energies, and that is going to help you actually move forward way more effectively than if you were just basically try and push your way in. So that is basically the momentum, right? Like if the guidance, let's look at the guidance for the month, because the guidance I already told you, but it's the Eight of Wands. And with the Eight of Wands is the momentum. That is sort of like, I feel almost once you start combining clarity and consistent action here, that things are going to just flow. They're just going to be naturally evolving here. And you may notice that the situations that felt super slow maybe in February or March are now moving forward. Plans might move forward. And you may notice that situations really starting to pick up some speed here. So this can show up for you when you actually focus on slow and steady steps. This can show up for you in quicker responses from other people. This could also show up in opportunities that are now developing much quicker, much more natural, and much more flowy. So it sort of feels like you're in this state of like, oh, okay, now things are sort of working out. And projects that you're on or working on might be gaining some traction here. And you just might overall feel more aligned with your direction over the course of April once you realize that the entire doing things quickly instead of actually doing it step by step or working on something consistently is actually paying off. So the key here is sort of looking at the cards that the momentum comes after you find that balance. I feel like if you rush, things will feel chaotic. If you move too slowly, things will feel super stuck. But when you take the steady steps with the clear intention, I feel that movement is going to become much, much easier. So I feel like your message, Virgo, for April is you're ready for the progress that you want to make, but you don't need to rush through it. So you're moving, if I could give you some advice for April, is move with clarity, stay consistent, and allow momentum to build naturally here. This is a month where small practical actions can lead to really meaningful forward movement. So yeah, if this resonates with you, also check your moon and your rising sign for more of a unique perspective on your April. And if you like my content here, I would really appreciate it if you would give me a thumbs up or a follow if you haven't done that yet. And I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.